Welcome back to another video from Van Solo Road Club Sisters. And today we're going to talk about how to find a reputable RV dealer. Now you might think that you know how to do this, but I have some tricks. Some of them are because, well, if you've ever tried to buy an RV, you already know that it can feel like running a marathon through a maze of shiny rigs and new rigs and pushy people and way too many promises that don't add up. So I've been there, and then I've also been on the other side of it, where I worked for two different RV dealers. One of them looked right, had shiny new rigs, had a full sales staff, and actually had a fairly good reputation, but was not the most reputable dealer. The second one was a huge RV dealership, and they were right on top of it. Okay, so it can be anything, a large one, a small one. I've spent hours scouring the internet, walking through endless lots, listening to pitches that made me want to run the other way. But so after years of trial and error and actually being on the other side, I've learned exactly what separates a reputable RV dealer from the rest. And today I'm going to share that with you so you don't fall into the same traps that I did. So when I first started my RV journey, I did all the wrong things. I saw an ad in the newspaper. I called the lady that owned it, and she said, "I want $3,000 for this rig." Wow, great. Don't you mean 30,000? Because, it was under 10 years old. It had under 10,000 miles on it. And she said, "Yeah, my husband passed away. I don't drive. It's just sitting in my driveway. I want it to be gone." That has red flags all over it, people, all over it. And you know what? I was really lucky because the lady's story was exactly what she said. It had some, sun damage on one side of it because it was sitting in a carport, but everything else on that RV was perfect, and I got an amazing deal. And those things just don't happen all that often. More often than not, you're going to go to an RV dealer lot and deal with the people there. So let's talk about that. So I thought when you were going to a lot that bigger was better, and that's just not correct. Quantity doesn't always mean quality. A good dealer will give you a wide range of RVs that actually fit different needs and budgets. So you'll be able to choose. And they work with the leading brands like Winnebago and Tiffin and Newmar. They keep accurate, up-to-date online listings. If you go to a listing and it says available and you go to the lot and it says, "Oh, that was sold a couple of weeks ago. We just haven't taken it down yet," that's a sign to be wary. I wasted too many weekends chasing rigs that were already sold, and don't do that. So once you're there, talk to the staff. Now, how RV dealerships work is their staff works on commission, kind of like an auto dealership. One person will come out to help you, and that person is chosen by rotation inside of the office. So everybody gets a chance at the next customer. So it's fair. And also so 3 or 4 people don't come down on you at once. So you really don't know which salesperson you're going to be dealing with unless you have called ahead, prearranged a time to meet, and that kind of thing. So you don't know if you have a brand new RV salesperson or if you have one that's been there for 20 years. So that's the first thing. Maybe ask them, "Hi, how long have you been working here?" That'll give you a clue. So you need to have informed staff that can answer your questions without running off to find someone else. Usually they'll have to look up the price because it does change. So that's okay if they have to look it up. At least they're not just giving you something that's ballpark. And they will listen more than they talk. If they are talking and talking and talking and you're not getting your questions in there, you don't need that. That's a red flag. Well-trained teams who stay updated on the latest models and the tech and can walk you through everything. Now that shows real commitment, and that's a good salesperson to find. So here's what most people don't think about. The relationship doesn't end when you drive off the lot. It actually begins there. So when you're first going to find a dealer, look for a fully equipped on-site service center. You want to know about warranty information. You need to have that spelled out in detail. And most importantly, after sale care. You want a dealer who checks in on you, not one who forgets your name once the paperwork's signed. We live in an age of reviews, so use them. A reputable dealer will have consistently positive feedback across multiple platforms. They'll have a strong reputation in local RV groups and forums. And they'll have industry accreditations like Winnebago's Flying W Award. And they will also have a long-term presence in the community. If they just popped up this first year, kind of be cautious. Clear communication is the foundation of trust. Look for dealers who respond quickly, who offer easy ways to get in touch with you, and are totally transparent about pricing. If they dodge your questions or tack on surprise fees, walk away. I have, and I'm sure glad I did. Finally, pay attention to the little things. The condition of the RVs on display, the cleanliness of the showroom, even how organized the lot looks. These details reveal how seriously they take their business and how they'll treat you once you become a customer. So buying an RV can feel overwhelming, but with these tips, you're equipped to make a confident and informed decision. Remember, a reputable dealer isn't just selling you a vehicle. They're investing in a long-term relationship with you. Take your time, ask lots of questions, and never settle for less than exceptional service. Your perfect RV adventure is waiting, and with the right dealer, you'll be ready to hit the road with peace of mind. Now, if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with a fellow traveler. If you'd like a checklist and worksheet about how to find the most reputable RV dealer, I will leave a link below where you can go to get that checklist and many more. So safe travels, and I'll see you down the road. Bye-bye.
RV dealerships should hand out tissues at closing. Half for the tears of joy, half for the loan payments. Superheroes cry too, you know?